Alrighty, next story up, and this is what happens. This is what you get when you sign somebody to a 10-year deal. When you sign a coach to a 10-year deal, you get no urgency because they know they have time. Oh, I could take the first 1, 2, maybe even 3, 4 seasons off just to kind of rebuild and get it all right so I can maybe try and finally take that kind of Super Bowl approach and kind of next level step in year 5 and 6. It's like, yeah, that's kind of how in theory it should work. You know, I build year 1 and 2. We make small leaps every single year. Then come year 3, we're making the playoff push. Year 4 or 5, it all culminates to kind of a Super Bowl push. Yeah, in theory, that is what it's supposed to do. But how many times does that work out? Because the Patriots for the last 20 years have not been following that routine. They've been like, yeah, we're here. What's up? We're already at the top, and we're winning every year. Where are all these rebuilds coming from? Where were all those rebuilds when they were getting slaughtered by the Patriots? What happened to all those rebuilds when they couldn't come out of the AFC? There's more teams in the AFC besides the Patriots, folks. But why was the Patriots always representing the AFC in the Super Bowl the last 20 years? Where did all the rebuilds in theory go? Because there was a lot of teams in the AFC that were rebuilding. I could tell you like 5 seasons, 5 times the Dolphins tried to rebuild. How did that work? 1 division title in 20 years? 2 playoff appearances in the last 20 years? Do we even have a playoff win? I don't even know if we have a playoff win in the last 20 years. So where is all these rebuilding teams that is doing it by the book that is supposed to happen? Because I haven't seen them in the last 20 years. So long rebuilds are trash. Going, by the textbook and, doing everything by the book for you. You have like a 5-year plan that culminates to you making a Super Bowl push. It never comes to fruition. So I don't buy into it at all. Giving John Gruden a 10-year contract, we knew it was a mistake. Giving Dan Campbell 6 years for the Lions, that's a little bit of a mistake, folks. An unproven head coach, and you give him 6 years to do something? Whoa, okay, that's kind of crazy because that never works out. But the Lions, that genius organization that's had so much success over the last couple of years, right? They know how to get it done, right? No, they don't. So, all right. But let's talk about John Gruden here in the Raiders. John Gruden doesn't, quote, really feel pressure ahead of 4th season with the Raiders. Says, quote, Mark Davis is going to let me know if it's good enough or not. Is he? Mark Davis, the league's poorest owner, he's going to let you know that he just invested a 10-year, I think $100 million contract into you. He's going to let you know if it's good enough or not. Is he? You guys seen Buddy Buddy? You've got a big name. I'm sure you've helped sell a lot of tickets and a lot of just kind of airtime since you're the head coach. I don't know if Mark Davis would kind of step on your feet like that. Mark Davis doesn't seem like the most kind of aggressive owner. Maybe a little passive-aggressive, like we said, the poorest. So, John Gruden feeling no pressure here, year 4? We've put a lot of pressure on him. He must not listen to the show because we've been putting a lot of pressure on this man almost every day. Almost every day we've been kind of saying, hey, we got to see you win this year. You can't crap out at the end of the season like you've been doing the last 3 seasons. Derek Carr's, his stats have been serviceable. Derek Carr is a kind of above average quarterback in this league, and you're not winning games consistently. You're winning like 8 a year. That's mediocre. That's not Super Bowl worthy, and you're feeling no pressure? I would have fired this man right after these words came out of his mouth. John Gruden's done with the interview. And John Gruden's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling a lot of pressure here in year 4. Oh, sorry. My phone's ringing. I got to take this. Oh, Mark Davis. Oh, how's it going? Oh, what? I'm fired. For what? For what I just said. This isn't even live. How'd you hear? You've got ears everywhere? Oh. You want me out of the office by 4 o'clock? I guess I can make that. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, please, can I just save 1 more year, please? There's pressure now. There is pressure. I know there's pressure. No. Oh. He hung up. Well, I'm out of a job. I guess I was wrong. I guess there was pressure on me. So that's what I would have done. That's what I would have done if I was the owner of this Raiders team. The hell you talking about no pressure on you? Really? Really? Because I'm in the business of winning Super Bowls. And if you're not feeling any pressure, you got to get the hell out of my team. Get the hell off my team. So let's see what the hell is going on here with the Raiders and what John Gruden is meaning by not feeling any real pressure. What? I would have slapped this. I would have slapped this man. What are you talking about? No pressure. What are you, out of your mind? We're in the same division as the Chiefs, and you're talking about no pressure. What the heck are you talking about? Here we go. Oh, I can't wait to see what this man is saying. I may unleash on this dude. Here we go. Year 4 as coach of the Las Vegas Raiders will come with postseason expectations for John Gruden. Truly, I'm talking about they must win a playoff game. Screw just getting to the playoffs. I need to see a playoff win. Then I will call it a successful year for this Raiders team. General Manager Mike Mayock, entering his third year, made that clear last week. But Gruden has been on both ends of his NFL coaching spectrum, having won a Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2002 and suffering through 4 and 12 seasons in both Tampa Bay and with the Raiders. Expectations from Mayock or anyone else are part of the job, but there isn't room for pressure in Gruden's perspective, saying, quote, I don't really feel pressure. Owner Mark Davis is going to let me know if it's good enough or not, and I know what's good and what isn't. Do you? Do you truly? Do you know what's good and don't you? Because you traded away Khalil Mack. You just overreached on an offensive lineman this season. There was a rookie, I believe, linebacker that you drafted this season that you just kind of cut. That kind of is making big headlines. We haven't really talked about it. We probably should have, but we didn't really talk about it here on the show. But I mean, the Raiders just kind of cut one of their draft picks this season that was supposed to kind of, be good for them. And you don't give them a chance, you just cut them right off the rip. I want to say this is like a 3rd round pick you cut. So some of these moves that you're making aren't panning out, so your scouting isn't good. So do you truly know what's good and what isn't good? Because there's big question marks surrounding that Super Bowl win. I mean, everybody in the media says, hey, this wasn't even the team you built. You kind of inherited this team. So do you truly know what's good and what isn't? Do you? You spent 20 years in the booth for Monday Night Football analyzing everything, and yet you still can't win. So no, I'm asking a serious question. Do you truly know what's good and what isn't? Because I don't think you do. So what the hell? Oh, we got to continue with this. Continue with the freaking quote here. I'm 58 years old now, and I'm not working any less than I did when I was 38. So I'm doing the best I can. This is the best you can do? Yikes. I'm proud of the results we have gotten. Are you? Yikes, jeez. But also realistic. I know what's at stake, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, you don't have to worry about it, but to say there's no pressure and to believe that there's no pressure on you or this team is a little ludicrous, a little naive. All right, more quotes here, so let's start reading some lead-ups here. But where do the Raiders fit in an AFC West that boasts the 2-time defending AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs, a budding quarterback star in Los Angeles Chargers Justin Herbert, and Denver Broncos top-notch defense? It will start with the quarterback, Gruden said, in placing veteran Derek Carr in the best possible position to win games. As for his relationship with Mayock, Gruden has no complaints, saying, quote, real good, real competitive. I think we work well together. I'm not going to speak for him, and we're not going to agree on everything all the time, but we do professionally agree on what decision is made. I appreciate his work ethic. I'm excited about coming in here every day and seeing him. We have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Not a lot of wins, but all right, one more quote. Let's read this lead up. But for a franchise that hasn't reached the playoffs since 2016, just getting there would clear a big hurdle. No, not just getting there. Winning. I have to see them win. I'm sick of these slow steps, folks. All right, let's take 3-4 years just to get to the playoffs. And then once we get to the playoffs, let's take another 1, 2, 3, 4 years to win a playoff game. And then 8 years into this kind of team and scheme, let's finally try and win the Super Bowl. We're talking 8 years? 8 years, 8 seasons, 8 long, grueling seasons of not anything great just to try to have a chance year 9? Come on. How many times we have to see a rebuild not work to finally expect that rebuilds don't work? They guarantee nothing. Stop it with these slow processes. Do it and get it done. How hard is that? Stop this rebuild process. Go and get it done. Man. So, quote here by John Gruden, my dad used to say, don't worry about whether or not the horse is blind. Just load the freaking truck. One of these quotes here, a Dan Campbell-esque quote that literally means nothing, and everybody chews it up and buys it up. For what? Don't worry about whether the horse is blind. Just load the freaking truck. That's where we are. Mike Mayock said it last week. We've assembled 53 players. We think we're going to be a pretty good football team. We're not hiding from expectations. Yeah, okay. Not hiding from expectations. Useless metaphor quote about a blind horse that's supposed to rally up and fire up the team after being very, very lackluster the last 4 years. Alrighty. Hopefully it comes together this season, but I'm not buying into it at all. I'm not buying it. I buy Derek Carr. I buy Darren Waller. I buy Josh Jacobs. I buy Kenyon Drake. I buy... Who else we got on this team? Hunter Renfrow. I buy Henry Ruggs. I buy everybody besides John Gruden. Sorry. That's what it is. Not buying him anymore, and we'll see if he can get it done this season. I don't think he can. I think we've got another classic John Gruden year, 7-8, or now 7 nope. We've got 7-10 or 10, or he's either gonna go 7-10, 8-9, 9-8. Is that good? It's not gonna make the playoffs, so I don't care. So, all right, we'll see what John Gruden can do. There's no pressure, so we'll see how John Gruden coaches with no pressure, because there hasn't been pressure the last 3 years. What has that gotten him? Unbelievable, this dude. Unbelievable. Not feeling any pressure. This man is out of his gourd.